Hello, dear listeners. Welcome to the Education Broadcast Program. Education is a powerful tool for change, and in a world that's moving rapidly, the need for flexible, inclusive, and accessible learning has never been more important. One of the pioneers in this mission is the Indira Gandhi National Open University, widely known as IGNOU, a national leader in distance and open education, offering wide range of academic and skill-based courses to learners across the country and beyond. Joining us today is Dr. Premila Swamy, Regional Director, Indira Gandhi National Open University, Regional Center, Kohima, who will shed light on the various programs available, how learners can benefit from them, and the support systems in place to help students succeed. Welcome to our program, ma'am. We're delighted to have you here with us today.
Thank you so much. In fact, I'm happy that I'm available here with AR Kohima. Can talk about IGNOU a bit.
Yes,
Thanks
surely.
for providing this opportunity.
Thank you. To start off, for many of our listeners who may have heard of IGNOU but aren't quite sure of how it works, could you tell us a little about the university?
IGNOU, Indira Gandhi National Open University. This was established in 1985 with a motto to democratize education and give opportunities for higher education, irrespective of caste or creed or gender or whatsoever. Education accessible to everyone. So with this objective, IGNOU offers high quality teaching through open and distance learning, ODL mode, and also through online modes as well. So we offer different programs. Right now we are offering around 300 and plus programs from IGNOU. We have this ODL, open and distance learning, as well as some of them in online mode, which aspiring students can take it up. So I wanted to just highlight on the milestones of IGNOU as well. So IGNOU in 2021, NAC has given A++ grade, which is the highest grade that the NAC can give to any higher education institute. And also UNESCO in 2010, it has declared IGNOU as the largest open university. And recently in 2024, NIRF, that is National Institute of Ranking Framework, it has given IGNOU under the National Open University category, and IGNOU has been awarded as the first position. So IGNOU has achieved right from inception in 1985 till now the recognition and awards that IGNOU has achieved, and IGNOU degrees are recognized by the UGC, and the degrees awarded are on par with any other universities.
Okay, so that really puts things into perspective. What are some of the key academic programs that IGNOU offers today?
So I wish to inform our listeners that IGNOU is right now offering 300 and plus programs, right from certificate programs, that is 6 months programs, to PhD programs as well. That means we have certificate programs, PG certificate programs, diploma programs, PG diploma programs, bachelor degrees programs, and honors programs, and then master's degree programs and PhD program. Apart from that, we also have B.Ed programs, and PhD and B.Ed programs, they are all entrance based program, that is yearly it is being conducted.
Okay, so those numbers really show the impact of IGNOU.
Yes.
Okay, so the world of education is changing pretty rapidly with the online learning and the AI in classrooms. So what is IGNOU doing to adapt or to stay relevant and rooted?
See, now when we talk about distance learning, when you look at some few years back, say let's say 10 years back, the term distance education very synonymous with postal education. That means the materials were sent to the prospective learners through post. The learner has to write the exam and clear it. But this was something 10 years back. But now, because of the digital intervention, IGNOU has tried to see that adaptation of this digital intervention into academia. So we are not just making our material in print form, that is just through the books. We call these as self-learning materials, SLMs, which is available in print form, that is in books that we supply, and also in the e-content form. So apart from the books, we also have different platforms through which the learners can access education. Okay, we have different links as well. For example, I can talk about IGNOU course portal. So these portals are available in our IGNOU website also. And we have this IGNOU e-content app on the Google Play Store also. So where this, they can download and then access all the materials. So it's not that the learner has to rely only on the books. So digital platforms are there, recorded video sessions are there, Swayamprabha is there. So lot of options are available. The use of ICT tools in teaching learning, it is emphasized here. This makes open and distance learning, what we are providing IGNOU, different from what happened, generations back when we used to call distance education purely through postal, communication. Not like that. The learner now is accessible to both.
So, ma'am, you have just explained about distant education, how it functions for IGNOU. But if you were asked to define how IGNOU is different from the regular universities, what would it be?
So see, regular universities, conventional universities where there is a fixed pattern of system, where the enrollment date, admission dates are given, where the specific deadlines are there, they have to complete a specific term to move on to the next kind of a semester or year or whatsoever. So there is a rigid and fixed system where they have to fit in. But here in IGNOU, we provide this concept of flexibility, because ultimately what IGNOU is aspiring for is that somehow aspiring candidate has to navigate through and then complete the required programs. So what we offer in IGNOU in terms of flexibility is completion of the programs, the course duration. I'll give an example, say for a certificate program, which is usually for 6 months duration. The maximum duration for a certificate program is 2 years. That means aspiring student has 2 years to complete a certificate program. And then another aspect is that when a candidate has registered for a master's degree or a UG degree program, so usually in conventional system you have to clear the first semester and then move on to the second semester and so on. But here what happens is that they can write the exams as well as register for the next year.
Okay.
So that means they are not waiting for their exams to get over, or whether they are eligible or not. That question doesn't arise here. They parallelly can write the exams for their first semester or first year. Right?
Okay.
Then they can do the re-registration. The re-registration is nothing but they are registering themselves for the second year or third year, whatever they are eligible for. This is something which gives them a kind of a flexible situation where they can easily come across whatever the challenges are and face them, so that they can, at their own pace, they can complete a particular program. Because see, we are catering to the needs of a heterogeneous group. That means people from different background. A person of, I have seen people of 50 or 55 also writing their term and exams. So that means a youngster of 20 plus is writing, and next to them someone who is of 50 plus is also writing. So that means people from the various background, those who are aspiring, those who are willingness is there to learn, educate themselves, empower themselves, they choose whatever their requirements are. So we have to cater all the needs. So when we look at this heterogeneous population, we have to adapt this concept of flexibility.
Okay.
Also, the regional centers where they have enrolled themselves, at a later stage, if they are posted elsewhere, they have shifted their location elsewhere, they can also change that. I also want to emphasize that, we cater to all the needs. At the same time, we don't, compromise on the standard. We offer quality education. If anybody who is looking at the IGNOU study materials or the content or the way the system functions, we are flexible. At the same time, emphasize on this quality education. We don't compromise on that.
Okay, that's pretty remarkable. Okay, moving on. In today's time, recruiters are not just looking for people with degree, but they're looking for people with skills. So how do we ensure that graduates are not just qualified, but also employable?
Yes, from our regional center, Kohima, we are offering 200 and plus programs. Some of them are very traditional programs, and also we do have the skill-based programs as well. See, for example, certificate programs, certificate in teaching of English as second language or functional English. These are something which any school teacher can take up. That is just to enhance their career, for their professional development, skill-based. Yeah, someone who has just earned a bachelor's degree and then looking for some jobs. These are all some add-ons. So the more you add on in terms of skills, always there is a greater growth and greater visibility, and more you can shine in your interview or job prospects wherever you are applying. So I think these kind of certificate programs or postgraduate diploma program or just the diploma programs will be an add-on to whatever you have earned through the conventional system. So nowadays this through NEP we have all this concept of dual degree program. Somebody who is already undergoing a particular program, let's say from Nagaland University for example, simultaneously the particular aspirant can choose another program from IGNOU. So that means it is a dual degree. So you have a master's, let's say, in sociology, and you can take up simultaneously something like master's in education, which is correlated somewhere.
Right.
So that way they earn 2 degrees. And when I have already mentioned that IGNOU is flexible, so here you have the time span and the duration by which they can complete, or any skill based programs and so on.
Okay, so ma'am, many a times people often ask if IGNOU degrees are recognized and accepted for jobs or further education. We'd love for you to say a few words on this.
Yes, when it comes to distance education, there is always this kind of a negative thought coming in. The candidates want to pursue some kind of programs, that whether my programs will be valid or not, whether my degree earned will be valid or not. So I want to clear this kind of inhibition that IGNOU's degrees are recognized by the UGC. As I have mentioned that we have been awarded A++ by NAC, which is an autonomous body which is trying to assess the quality of education. Otherwise they don't just give A++ to IGNOU. And we also stood first in terms of NRF ranking, number 1 in under the open education system, first position under NRF ranking in 2024. So if you look at all these parameters and what UGC has recognized, I think no such doubt should arise in anyone's mind. I'm from Bangalore, and I have seen many people who have taken degrees from IGNOU in MBA or MCA and working in multinational companies. When I talk to them, they say that yes, I have done my MBA or MCA from IGNOU. So I think there hesitation should come. This I want to clarify.
Okay, so ma'am, building on that, are the eligibility criteria for someone who wants to pursue higher education but may have had a gap in their academic history?
Okay. See, for any particular program, usually the eligibility criteria is 10+2. But the person who has dropped out, they can look at the programs that are available in the way. They can go to the website, look at the programs which they are looking for, which they want to pursue further, and whichever is relevant to their earlier whatever they have studied, I think they can choose. As I have mentioned, there is a plethora of programs available. Whatever they are interested or whatever the kind of job they are seeking, accordingly they can choose. And then the program guide is also available. So that is a guide is complete detailed way it is given. Even the prospectus also gives a very detailed structure of how the entire programs runs through. They can have a look at it, overview it, and then they can go ahead with that.
Okay, so for those that are interested in applying, what is the admission process like? Is it simple and student friendly, or do they have to give any entrance exam?
No, except for some few programs. Most of the programs they have to apply online. They have to just visit the IGNOU website, and then the admission link will be available. Usually it happens through the Samarth portal. So once they click on that, it takes them to the admission page. And before that, they can also have a look at the prospectus, as I mentioned. So once they click there, they have to choose ODL or the online mode, that is open and distance learning, or they choose online programs. So either it is completely online they choose, or open and distance learning programs. So anyone, whichever they opt for. Usually most of the time some courses are available in online mode purely, but most of the programs we offer in ODL mode now. And like any other university, these are some documents that are usually required, like photo and signature, educational documents and so on. So all the scanned copies of these required documents they have to upload when they are filling up the form there. So they have to pay the required fees and so on. All the details are given very clearly. It is given step by step procedures and so on. So I think anybody, it's very user friendly and very easy to access, and then they can read and see what are the step by step procedures that should be done. So once they do all the formalities, they are given control number, and they can use it till the registration is confirmed. So the confirmation of the registration happens from our headquarters, New Delhi. So it is being communicated. Once the admission is successful, the payment, everything is done, the admission is successful, they are enrolled to the IGNOU program. So then they get an enrollment number, so which they use it for all the correspondences which they communicate to the regional center or to the headquarters. So they have to use this enrollment number until they complete the program. Very few programs like PhD or B.Ed programs are entrance based.
Okay, that's really informative. Supplementing to the admission process, are there any scholarships or fee waivers or special provision for marginalized students?
Yes, that's a very interesting and a good question. So I should be telling you that IGNOU offers 50% discount, that is in the entire program fee, to students from SC and ST category. provided their parents' income is below 2.5 lakhs per annum, and they have to produce an income certificate of their parents, and they can benefit this facility of 50% discount from the entire program fee. Apart from that, if they have selected PDF forms, that is soft copy of the materials, there also there is some 15% waive off is there.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am, for all the valuable insights. It's been truly inspiring to hear how IGNOU is opening doors for so many people. Before we conclude, what message would you like to share with our young learners, especially those that are still unsure about their educational journey?
Yeah. So see, we have here IGNOU Regional Center Kohima. Our primary objective is to see how we can deliver the best in terms of providing quality education. So as I've already mentioned, it's not just 2 or 3 or 5. It's 250 plus something. It's a big numbers. So I wish that all the aspiring students and working professionals and so on, they all take up and utilize this opportunity that is available to them. Always do not settle for small things. Dream big, achieve more in life, and strive for excellence.
Okay, thank you so much once again, Dr. Swamy, for your time and for sharing such thoughtful words. Yes, I am sure your words will truly inspire many of our listeners who are looking to continue their education, develop new skills, or explore flexible learning options. Once again, it was a pleasure having you in our program.
Yeah, thank you so much.
So, listeners, that was Dr. Premila Swamy, Regional Director, Indira Gandhi National Open University, Regional Center Kohima, talking to us. That's all we have for this evening. Do tune in next time for another interesting episode. This broadcast came to you from Akashvani Kohima.
Please like and subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell for the latest contents. Also, follow us on all our social media handles.